Thank you for joining us. I'm very excited to introduce you to Michael Hartofilis. And so, Michael, what do you do?
I am the Vice President and co-founder of Greenlight Energy. We're an alternative energy company based out of Astoria, Queens, currently servicing New York, New Jersey, and Maryland residential customers, providing natural gas, electric, and renewable energy options.
Well, those are very, that's wonderful, because I can see that being a very popular with this generation. Everybody's about budgeting and saving on costs. So I found it was very interesting that your background was in insurance, and you kind of segued and co-founded this business. How did you go from insurance to what you do today?
Short answer, coming out of college, my father's been in the insurance business for about 30 years. So the big idea was to add to his business, work with my father, build his business, and he's been a great provider for my whole family over the years. So the idea was that I can get into the insurance business, have success. Mm-hmm. And we were actually approached by an energy service company as to service to sell their product. So looking into it, there was a lot of uncertainty with the insurance industry at the time. I didn't want to build a business that I could essentially lose down the road. So in looking into taking a very close look at the energy business, I was able to identify a very strong future in it, and I didn't want to work for somebody else.
That makes sense. And that seems to be a very popular millennial trend, because in our millennial study, we found that millennials really like to own their own businesses and be entrepreneur and really do their own thing. So would you find that to be the case for yourself?
I don't know if it's a millennial thing, but I can definitely identify with it, and because I have a lot of friends that work for that are bankers in the city and are having great success working for the man. But I like establishing my own hours and reaping the fruits of my own labor. So that's what I get up for.
Okay, so let me re-ask that then. A very common trend that we found in the millennial study is that a lot of millennials like to run their own shop. They like to be entrepreneurs and have their own businesses. So is that something that you can identify with?
Yeah, most certainly. Of course, I have friends that are bankers in the city that are having a great deal of success, and they have stable jobs. And they're working for the man, but I have other friends that are running their own businesses, and there's a level of stress that comes along with that, but reaping the fruits of their own labor, there's just something, there's an additional reward to that, and I see that in those guys, and I feel it myself. So yeah, I could definitely identify with it. I've never really worked. I've only worked for myself. So in insurance, I was a 1099 insurance broker, and then I got into starting this business. So I've only known working for myself.
Well, what do you share with us a little bit about your business that you do now? Because you shared a little bit. I read your bio. You really wanted to help people reduce costs. So what type of costs are we talking about?
Well, reducing their energy costs. So our role in the industry is that we purchase electricity and natural gas off the market and provide it to our customers at fixed rates, and essentially at a cheaper rate than what the utility offers. So, but the main sell is that we can offer fixed rates to protect against a volatile market. But now we're going green, and it's a very exciting time because when I started this business, coming up with the name Greenlight Energy, we weren't doing anything green. We were just selling natural gas. But I knew down the road, this is something I wanted to get into. At the time, there wasn't really a market for it, but now we position ourselves to get into solar, and we're selling green energy, green electricity through renewable energy certificates. So it's kind of over the last 6 years.
It's exciting.
Yeah.
I wish I was in your area so I could have these fixed rates. I almost think that your business is perfect because millennials, from what we learned too, they love the transparency and consistency, something predictable. So I imagine your business is not only prevalent today, but something that will be even more prevalent in the future. Because like you said, you're looking at different types of efficient energy sources, and you're being very consumer friendly in that a normal family could have a predictable amount that they're paying, instead of, like in my house, it's so hot right now in California, the air conditioning goes up and our electricity bill goes sky high, and that can really play havoc on someone's budget.
Right. Well, it's hot in New York right now, and it's in October. So, yes, we've gotten a great response from our customers. Our business is built on retention, so we expect to have these customers for a very long time. We don't make money if the customer doesn't stick with us. So, the idea is that as new technology comes out, green technology, we want to position ourselves to be able to provide it to a large customer base that trusts us and that will be open to what we have to say. And
excellent. And you're a daddy.
I am a daddy.
How is that? How is balancing work and being a father?
Running your own business, you kind of have your, it is your baby. Your business is the first baby you have. So now I have 3 babies. But it's it's difficult because right now I have 2 boys, 2 years old and 11 months. So
you're in the trenches.
Yeah, and my wife, thankfully, she's able to stay home with the kids.
She's Superwoman.
She is Superwoman. She was a nurse, and she gave that up to stay home with the kids.
What a gift.
That's right. So, and that's what I'm build. I kind of feel like I've inherited the business I'm in from my father, because he kind of showed me the ropes in doing business, and it's something I plan to pass on to my kids. So that's kind of a driving force in itself. So although I can't, be there, it's just the motivating factor to leave in them every day and work hard.
Right.
Yeah. So
I love it. I'm sure they're probably too young to know right now at 2 and 11 months, but I'm sure they'll grow up to be so proud of you, because I think you're doing something pretty incredible.
Thank you. Hopefully I'll let them see this interview, and they'll get a feel for it.
Well, thank you so much for your time. It's been great to learn your story, and hopefully we'll stay in touch.
Most definitely. Thank you.
Thank you.